Austin. Welcome to Austin. Check, hey.
All right, it's Thursday. We're here in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest 2006. I'm here with Criteria, Steve, AJ, and Aaron from Criteria.
Hello.
And they actually play here at the Parish tonight at 10 o'clock, and we got a hold of them in the afternoon to talk to them. So Steve, when you sit down to write a song, because you guys got a pretty big guitar sound, and that's kind of the orientation of your band, do you write with the full rig going, or do you
acoustic mandolin?
Okay.
No, it all comes from the guitar. Just going down. I have a little recording system, ProTools HD1, in my basement, and I just kind of noodle around and just hit record, and eventually, hopefully, find something that I want to do again, and then just kind of grow it from those little riffs.
So when you kind of demo it up with the just the voice and acoustic guitar, that's how it starts, and you kind of move into adding parts?
It starts with the electric guitar.
Yeah, okay.
And lots of distortion on everything to mask all the badness, especially in my voice. I like to multi-track my voice and distort it because I can never really sing very well.
Okay.
And then it just kind of grows. Usually the vocals are, it depends. Generally the guitar is done first.
Okay.
And then a beat, and then these guys add their wizardry. Okay. And if there's room, I sing.
Right.
And
if there's any,
we found room on every song.
Excellent.
Thank goodness.
Good.
Yeah.
So do you guys end up with a recording that you've done yourselves, or you hit the studio at some point, or are you just talking demos for this process here?
AJ owns a recording studio called Presto in Lincoln, which records a lot of the Saddle Creek artists and other national and regional artists. So we tracked on the latest record. When we break, we tracked the drums in his studio. Okay. And then brought the files back to my house, and I did the guitars and vocals there, and then sent it back to AJ, and he tracked bass in the studio, and Aaron tracked guitar in my house as well.
Okay. So how do you get your guitar sound? Do you got the big Marshall stack going in the basement, or?
I want AJ to talk about this, because I think he has a pretty cool process.
Okay.
Well, I actually don't really have.
Come on!
I don't have a huge process.
I set it up so perfectly.
Because actually, all that guitar tone was like your orange amp. You had the orange. Yeah, you had the orange at the time, and with an SM57 on it that I just kind of moved around.
Like the big stack orange, the head and the
8140
we used the 212.
Yeah, that's right. I recorded with a 212 cabinet and an 8140 TC. It's like the orange 2-channel. And we also did direct.
Oh yeah, we did some reamping.
Okay.
But we also used didn't we use your JCM 800?
Yeah, I reamped some tracks through my JCM 800.
Okay.
I know, I tracked on that. Or was it the anniversary? 30th anniversary.
You used my brother's 30th anniversary head.
Yeah.
So do you kind of EQ the different layers of guitars differently to bring out different things, or?
Yeah, actually, the rhythm has their one sound, and then I kind of try and differentiate a little bit for the leads and get things to sit together nicely, because sometimes we get several layers of guitars going at the same time.
Yeah. It tends to happen.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Onto the drum sound. Do you guys have like a live end of the room and a kind of dead end of the room at your studio, or how does that?
No, the studio that we moved into was built by a guy who didn't quite finish the place, and he was planning on putting up some acoustic treatment to the live room, but he never really got around to it, and we moved in and tested it out, and it sounds really great for drums in there. Just as it is. It's just really, really live. So it's just kind of all live.
I have this kind of ongoing thing about room dimensions. What makes for a good like drum recording room dimension? Because I had practice space with my band for a while, and we got okay drum sounds, but it's not like you can get.
I don't know. It's good to have a fair amount of it's good to have high ceilings, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
The ceiling in our room is pitched, you know, like a barn or something.
Oh, okay.
And I think that works out well for, you know, a little extra diffusion and breaking up, you know, so you don't have any standing waves or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So how do you mic the kit usually for the criteria stuff?
Oh, it's pretty standard, modern rock. You know, I got like close mics on every drum, top and bottom of all the toms and the snare.
Use like a 57 on top and or depends.
I actually like AKG 451s on toms, but the snares, it's 257s. An SM69 FET for the overheads.
Okay.
And then some Earthworks TC30Ks for the room.
For the room, yeah. Okay. And that works the magic.
Seems to.
Yeah,
the room
great.
sounds big.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Do you think the sound of the room is more important than the mics, or is it some combination there?
The sound of the drummer is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Mike, who is standing over there in the off camera, he's like, he makes me look like I know what I'm doing.
Great. Yeah.
If you don't have a good drummer who balances his kit well, it's a real uphill battle to get a good drum sound.
Yeah. Do you guys kind of tune meticulously and all that kind of stuff too?
Yeah, I like to go and tune the drums if the drummer isn't particular about how his kit's tuned. I've worked with some drummers who are like, I tune my kit like this and this is how I like it. And I'm like, cool, sounds good.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I will go through and tune the drums and get them sounding good.
Okay, great. And how about bass sounds? What do you guys do for that?
Well, my bass is kind of distorted. I have a Marshall Shredmaster pedal that they don't make anymore, but I found it years ago and thought it sounded good on bass, so that's what I've kind of always used. And when we record, I'll take a mic on my cabinet and then a DI that's like before everything, so it's just clean. And I kind of mix that in for some clean low end and just to make sure it's nice and solid.
Okay.
I think we should add that the guitar amps that we're using now are different than
what we recorded with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just for live, or did you kind of change altogether?
Well, we just kind of went. It was natural.
Okay.
We didn't purposely decide to use them for live.
We're always searching for the perfect tone.
Yeah.
I'm using a frameless Dragon head. It's kind of a boutique German.
Okay.
It's like high gain.
Tube, solid state, or?
It's all 100-watt tube head.
Okay.
And a frameless cabinet. It's awesome sounding as well.
Excellent. Okay.
And I kept the orange. I had an orange 4x12 with vintage Celestion 30s.
Okay.
That's just overdrives really nicely.
Yeah.
And I have a Rivera knucklehead with Ninja Boost.
You got to get the Ninja Boost.
I got the amp because I have Ninja. It's a 100. Is it 100? 150?
It's 100 watts.
100 watt head.
Okay. Head
tube.
Okay.
And it's kind of a nice combination of, it has the versatility of a triple rectifier, but the kind of the tonal qualities of an orange.
Okay.
So it's kind of the best of both worlds. I've got a lot of versatility with my tone.
Okay.
And it's highly durable.
Great.
Which is good for the
road.
road.
Important, right? Yeah. Okay. Great. And how about guitars? What do you go for in that area?
I play Travis Beans exclusively. They were made between 76 and 78, 1976, 1978, by this guy named Travis Bean. And the strings sit on aluminum. The neck is made of aluminum. The body is a really heavy Hawaiian wood called koa. And theoretically, the neck is perfectly straight. It doesn't bend. So you can lower the action as low as you want. It's very playable. Yep. A lot of sustain. Hot pickups.
Okay.
Real big sound.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm using I just recently purchased a 1984 Gibson Explorer.
Okay.
It's like the designer series. I guess they only made them for like a year or two. That has like stripes on it.
Okay.
It's hard to explain, but I mean, it sounds really weird, but it looks really a lot cooler than it sounds.
What do you like about the sound of it?
It cuts.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too high. The pickups aren't too high gain sounding, like because the amp can do that. But I don't know. I think the thing that I like the best about it is where it seems to like fall on my body is like really perfect for like palm muting. Like it just sits like. Okay, I think that might be why so many people in metal bands use them.
Okay.
Like, sits right where you would like
going. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes I use a Gibson Les Paul Special. So back at the red one, P90s, P100s, reissue.
Did you guys have to kind of separate your guitar tones for the live stuff? And was that kind of a conscientious decision, or did you?
I don't know. I mean,
well, Aaron has a more overdriven, slightly more compressed sound.
Okay.
With probably a little more mid-range. So he cuts through pretty well.
Okay.
And I'm a little further rolled back on gain and more of a rounder tone.
Gotcha. Okay.
We've gotten compliments from sound men, which is the best thing.
Yeah.
Rare indeed.
Yeah, it is rare when, I mean, they blend really well together.
Great.
We're proud of our gear.
Your bass?
I just play a 78p bass.
Okay.
It's a real basic. It's just kind of like a rock and roll standard, I guess.
Yeah.
It gets it done. Oh, and I got a Ampeg SVT2.
Okay.
All tube. The Mesa Boogie 215.
So how about you guys are on tour right now, and how long does that go on, and when do you guys expect that you'll start in with writing some new material? And
we're on tour for 6 weeks.
Okay.
Until the end of April, and we'll take May and June off to work on the next record.
Okay.
And hopefully record it in late summer, early fall for January 2007.
Great.
If all goes according to plan.
Yeah. Do you guys write pretty quickly, or?
No.
Depends.
No, we've got two guys who live in a different city. Aaron and AJ live in Lincoln,
okay,
which is about an hour's drive southwest of Omaha, where Michael and I live.
Okay.
And this is the first time we've really been a hardcore touring band, so I'm not adjusted to riding on the road yet, which has been kind of frustrating. There just isn't a lot of time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But once we have a couple months off to just kind of relax, and sure the songs will come.
Focus, yeah. Again, this is Criteria, and they're here at the Parish, South by Southwest 2006, and we'll be back here tonight to see them perform. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
Because it might be your last show.